A brilliant morning sun warms the walls of Collinwood, and on the surface all is peaceful and serene. But within the great house, there is one who senses danger in the peacefulness of the morning sunshine. One who senses approaching terrors that are as yet unseen and unknown.
Carolyn?
Yes.
Where's Vicky?
Oh, she went down to see Maggie.
Oh?
She was going to ask your permission, but I told her I felt sure it would be all right.
Oh, of course. It's wonderful about Maggie, isn't it?
I can hardly believe she's still alive. I'm so happy for Joe.
According to Vicky, she's perfectly all right now, except for that lapse of memory.
I know. And there hasn't been an attack in town for some time now. So maybe the maniac who kidnapped her has gone away.
Well, let's hope so.
So we really don't have any reason to be as scared as we used to be.
You say that as if you didn't really mean it.
I guess I'm just being silly.
About what?
I keep getting the oddest feeling, Mother. And I don't know why.
What kind of feeling?
The feeling that something terrible is about to happen.
Like what?
I don't know what it is. I just know it's going to happen. And soon. Very soon.
What do you mean something terrible is going to happen? Why are you talking this way?
I don't know. As I say, I'm probably just being silly.
Carolyn, darling, your hands are as cold as ice.
Are they?
What is it, darling? What's troubling you?
I told you, I'm not sure.
Carolyn.
Were you expecting someone?
No.
Hello, Liz.
Bert, hello. Come in.
Thank you. Is Vicky here?
No, she's down visiting Maggie.
Actually, it's you I came to see.
Oh?
I want to talk business with you. I'm interested in buying a piece of property you own.
Oh. Well, what property is that?
It's a house called Seaview, several miles down the beach.
Seaview. Yes, I know you looked at it the other day. I can't imagine why you're interested in buying it. It hasn't been lived in for years. It probably isn't even habitable.
Well, all the same, I'd like to take another look at it, unless you have some objections.
No, we have no use for the property. I see no reason why we shouldn't sell it to you if you want to buy it.
Good.
I'll get the keys and the deed. They're in the library. Oh, we can take a look at the place now if you want to.
Fine.
Hello, Bert.
Hello, Carolyn.
Come on in. I heard you and Mother talking. You're not actually thinking about buying that old house, are you?
I'm interested.
But why? That place is a million miles from nowhere.
I don't mind that.
That's the house Vicky's been talking about, isn't it?
That's right.
Vicky loves that house.
I know.
And you're thinking about buying it.
Yes.
You and Vicky have been seeing quite a lot of each other lately.
Not often enough to suit me.
I'm glad you're seeing each other, Bert. I really am.
I found the keys and the deed.
Good.
But there's something strange about the deed.
What's that?
It's marked not for sale.
Oh. Well, does that mean you can't or won't sell the house?
No, I don't see any reason why we shouldn't.
Well,
But I don't understand why it's marked not for sale.
You have no idea?
No, I don't know much about the house, only that it's been in the family for years and years.
Oh. Well, could we go and take a look at it?
Yes. Carolyn, would you like to come with us? Might do you good to get out of the house for a while.
Why not? I'm curious to see the place. After all Vicky has said about it.
Shall we go? The place could use a good airing out.
No one's been near this house for years and years. I wonder why.
But it's lovely.
I like it.
There's a feeling about it. A warmth. I don't know how to describe it. Maybe it's the light from the ocean.
You were the one who said I'd be crazy to take it.
I know. And that was before I saw the inside. I love it, Bert. I can see why Vicky would, too.
Well, it was Vicky who saw it in the first place. She showed it to me.
I know.
You know, considering how old it is, it's in very good shape. It wouldn't need much work.
I think I'll take a look around.
Go ahead.
I can't believe all the rooms are this beautiful.
If I decided to buy it, Liz, what would your price be?
Oh, I don't know. I'd have to think about it.
Well, all right. You think about it and let me know, just as soon as possible.
Are you in that much of a hurry?
I don't like to waste time.
I'm surprised you're thinking of buying a place this large.
I like space.
As a matter of fact, I'm surprised that you're buying a house at all. You don't seem like the kind of man who'd want the responsibility of a house.
Maybe I've changed. Maybe I've decided it wouldn't be so bad settling down.
Would you care to clarify that?
Is it necessary?
No.
Well,
Well, what?
do you approve or disapprove?
Approve.
I'm glad to hear it.
Do you really care what I think?
Yes, Liz. In an odd way, I do care.
You continually surprise me, Bert.
You've surprised me on several occasions.
Well, I was wrong.
About what?
Most of the rooms are as beautiful as this one. I can't understand how this house has stood here empty all these years.
It's a puzzle to me, too.
I have a confession to make.
What?
Bert, I don't share your enthusiasm about this house.
Well, why not?
I don't know exactly.
But, Mother, it's a beautiful house.
I know the architecture is beautiful, but there's something about it. There's a coldness here, clamminess in the air.
It's only because it's so close to the ocean.
Perhaps, but I still don't like it.
Then maybe you won't be so hesitant to sell it.
No, I don't think so.
When are you going to tell me how much you want for it, Liz?
Oh, in a day or two.
Well, is it one day or two?
Why, you are in a hurry.
Maybe I have reason to be in a hurry.
And you don't remember anything that happened that night that I stayed here with you?
I don't know. Don't think so.
Well, maybe it's just as well that you don't remember.
Why? What happened?
Well, there was someone or something outside your window trying to get in.
You couldn't see who it was?
No, I couldn't see anything at all. But I could hear a terrible growling sound.
Growling?
Yes, I was terrified. I ran out here to call Burke. And when I came back, your door was locked. Finally, when Burke got here, we managed to break in, and when we found you, you were unconscious.
It's incredible.
And you don't remember anything at all about that?
No.
Are you sure, Maggie?
Yes, it's driving me wild, Vicky. I come so close to remembering everything. So close, and then memory just fades away.
You probably will remember in time.
I've got to.
Maggie, you're safe now, and you're all right. That's all that matters.
I've got to remember, Vicky. I've got to.
Give yourself time.
Time. Days and weeks of time have just disappeared out of my life. I have no idea what happened to me or where I've been. Can't remember one single place that I might have been.
I think I know of one place where you might have been.
You do?
Now, I'm not sure, but I thought I saw you once.
Where?
In the cemetery on Eagle Hill.
Cemetery.
I caught a glimpse of a girl. She looked just like you.
You're sure?
No, I can't say that I'm positive. She was quite far away, and I only saw her face for a second.
Didn't you call out to her?
No. It all happened so fast. And besides, we thought you were dead. And then Burke tried to convince me that it was just my imagination. But now I'm not so sure.
Burke was with you.
Yes.
But he didn't see the girl?
No, he didn't. He tried to make me think that I didn't either.
Was she alone?
No. There was a woman with her.
Did you see who it was?
No, I only saw her back for a second. She never turned around.
But the girl did.
Yes.
And you thought it was me.
Well, Maggie, if it wasn't you, then it was someone who looks amazingly like you.
If it was, what was I doing in a cemetery?
I don't know.
Why would anybody take me to a cemetery?
I don't know that either.
Eagle Hill. Cemetery.
Does that mean anything to you? Does it, Maggie?
No, I can't remember anything.
Well, maybe it wasn't you after all.
I don't know. What would I be doing in a cemetery? It doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
What were you and Burke doing there?
Putting flowers on the grave of Josette Collins.
Josette Collins?
She was an ancestor of the Collins family. It was her birthday, and I wanted to put flowers on her grave.
Josette Collins?
Does that name mean something to you?
Josette.
Does it, Maggie? What is it? What's the matter?
I think I'm beginning to remember something. Not sure. Can you say that name again?
Josette Collins.
Josette.
Does that mean something to you?
Yes, it does.
But what?
don't know. I'm not sure. But it does mean something.
Maybe it means that you were in the graveyard and you saw her name on the gravestone and that's what you're remembering. Grave. Do you remember seeing a grave?
Yes. Grave. Coffin.
You saw a coffin?
Yes, I did see a coffin.
Where did you see the coffin? Take your time. You stay here, I'll get it.
Miss Winters.
Miss Hoffman, what are you doing here?
Oh, I've come to see Mr. Evans.
I didn't know you knew each other.
Yes, we met the other day. He knows a great deal about the old families in this area. I thought he might give me some information.
Well, I'm afraid he's out right now.
Oh. But would it be all right if I came in and waited?
Not at all.
Thank you.
Do you know Maggie Evans?
Yes. Yes, we met the other day. How are you, Miss Evans?
Fine.
The other day your father talked about some of his paintings. I wonder if I might look at them while I'm waiting.
Of course. They're over here.
Oh, don't let me disturb you. Go on with what you were doing.
Maggie, you were remembering something. What was it?
Not sure.
You said that you were remembering a coffin. A grave.
Grave.
Was it the grave of Josette Collins?
Josette?
It must have been, because you wouldn't react that way every time I mention her name.
Josette. Who is she? Tell me about her.
Well, she was a great lady who had a very tragic life. She's very much loved by the Collins family.
Josette Collins.
Barnabas Collins has restored her room in the old house.
Barnabas.
He's restored all of her belongings in that room. They're all there, just the way they were when she was living. What is it, Maggie?
Vicky,
What is it?
Are you interested in antiques?
What did you say?
I said, are you interested in antiques, in old jewelry?
Yes.
This is a family heirloom, this medallion.
It's beautiful.
Why don't you look at it, too, Miss Evans?
it's beautiful.
My grandmother gave it to me. It's been passed down from generation to generation. Oh, Miss Winters, I wonder if I could trouble you for a cup of tea. The walk here was quite tiring.
Oh, I'll get it.
No, Maggie, you stay here. Let me.
Here. Let me show you how the facets reflect the light. See how the colors sparkle and dance. Look at it closely, deeply. Hear no other sound but my voice. See nothing but the tiny lights. You will remember nothing. Nothing from the time you went to sleep in your room until several weeks later when you awoke in Dr. Woodard's office. You will remember nothing. Nothing.
It's lovely. Very unusual.
Yes. Yes, isn't it? Oh, how very nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vicky. This being waited on is going to spoil me.
Maggie, what were you saying? You were starting to remember something.
Remembering.
Yes. You were remembering being in a graveyard.
Graveyard?
Yes, it was all starting to come back to you. What were you doing there?
Graveyard?
Maggie, why were you there?
I
Please, try to think. Concentrate.
am.
But it was all starting to come back to you. I could tell it was.
I can't remember.
But you were just so close to remembering.
I don't remember anything. Anything at all.
Dark Shadows is a Dan Curtis production.